Hello everyone, hope you're doing well today. Today I want to carry on my series of videos which is trying to compare the keyword difficulty scores of some of the key tools out there. Today I am looking at, on the left hand side of my screen I've got Spyfu, and on the right hand side of my screen I've got KWFinder. So why am I interested in looking at only the keyword difficulty score? For me, this is a very important metric. If you're using a tool where it's not accurately measuring the keyword difficulty and you start writing loads of articles on that thinking you can rank in Google easily, then you find out actually you can't. It's a waste of time. It might even be a waste of money. So I use KWFinder almost every day for this, and I'm basically working through loads of other tools, seeing if I can find a tool that I think has a better keyword difficulty score, and I thought I would bring you along for the ride. What do I look for when I'm looking for the keyword competition levels? Well, I'm looking for something low competition, so that means I want something which in the top 10 in Google has at least a couple of results which are under 20 domain authority. I also want to see that the results in the top 10 are on point, meaning that they follow the intent of the key phrase. If you are searching about something but all or some of the results are talking about something completely unrelated, then obviously that means it's a good opportunity for you. Also, I'll be looking for any user generated content, maybe forums, it could be Quora, stuff like that, because usually, but not always, but usually they are fairly easy to rank over. Okay, so like I said, I've got Spyfu on the left side of the screen, I've got KWFinder on the right side of the screen. I'll leave a link in the description for both of these tools. I would highly recommend you try them out for yourself to see if you agree with my opinion of them. And of course, those links in the description will be affiliate links. I do appreciate any time you guys use my affiliate links and support the channel. So without further ado, let's look at the list. So my first one, I'm going to do low sugar recipes. Whoops, and I accidentally clicked another button, sorry about that. So let's try Spyfu first, low sugar recipes. And again, I'm trying to use the same phrases for every video that I have done in this series. The idea is that then it should be easier for you to then compare a tool in this video with one of the other videos that I have done. So we're searching in America. Here we go. So Spyfu has actually given me quite a lot of information here, which is pretty good. Some questions, similar keywords, things like that. For the difficulty score, it has given me 90. Wow. So it says, if it will pop up again, we've calculated how difficult it will be to rank on this keyword. The score is based on a scale of 0 up to 100, with 100 being the most difficult to rank for. So that is basically saying it's pretty much impossible for you to rank for this with SEO. Interesting. And organic ranking history. Oh, that's quite good, showing history. And it does show the top 10. Okay. Ranking difficulty 70. So why does it say 70 here? And then up the top, it said 90. That's a bit weird. Anyway. So it's showing the domain strength. It doesn't say if this is the Moz one, but it doesn't look the same as on KWFinder, and they use Moz, so maybe it's not Moz. Okay, so yeah, it has got this domain strength. According to their metric, there aren't any low domain websites here. And it even shows you if these results have recently gone up or down. That's quite interesting. So I quite like how it shows the SERPs actually. Taste of home, eating well, WebMD, Sugar Busters. Okay, Sugar Busters diet plan, healthy low sugar recipes, Sugar Busters diet plan. So I suppose that would be low sugar. Or yeah, Healthline, sugar-free lunch recipes, low sugar desserts. So again, yeah, sugar-free. Oh, reducing sugar in the kitchen. That's a good one. Okay. Then when we look over at KWFinder, it's saying it would be 44 out of 100. So it says it's possible for you to rank for this. And yes, although in the top results we have got a lot of high DA websites, like I've said many times, some of them are not low sugar. Those ones are. But you have got some saying sugar free, low carb. So I think that's why it's 44 rather than higher, because of that. Because it's bearing in mind that some of it is not entirely on point. Although for a new website, this would be pretty hard for you to rank for. So personally, I would go for the 44 rather than the 90. I mean, I'm saying that I think 90 is a bit over the top. Yes, it is hard to rank for, but I wouldn't say that's impossible, based on the fact that some of the results are not fully talking about low sugar. Okay, so now let's go on to the next one. What is indoor bowls? Now I did this one on purpose because this one is quite a hard one, because it's quite a niche subject. So I kind of chose this on purpose, thinking it would be quite a hard thing when you're searching in America for something which is more UK based and quite obscure. So I just want to see if the tool has a depth of information. So as we've seen many times in my other videos, KWFinder does have a depth. It says it's a keyword difficulty of 15, and we've got all these, like you've seen many times if you've seen my other videos. There are some that are talking about what is bowls, like the first one. There are quite a few of the others that are talking about a beginner's guide for bowls, which means that if you were to write something which was more on the subject of what is indoor bowls, maybe talking about some of the history as well, I'm sure that you could rank reasonably easy for that. So yes, there are a lot of high DA sites, but the fact that a lot of them are not exactly on point means that if you were on point, even if you were a new website, yes, I do believe you could rank for that. Okay, and then over on Spyfu, they don't have anything. They have a difficulty score of 0, and they don't have hardly any information. So yeah, not very good. Not very good at all. I can't really get. I mean, there are some. Oh, so the questions are talking more about the Super Bowl rather than indoor bowls, and yeah. So okay, similar keywords. Some of them world indoor bowls. So some of them are related. Okay, so that's the indoor bowls one done. Now let's move on to the next one, which would be, why does my dog smell? Why does my dog smell? Question mark. Okay, it'd be interesting to see how Spyfu does with this. Let's do the other one. Why does my dog smell? So Spyfu again has a difficulty of 0, but I'm thinking that's because it can't bring up the SERP results for some reason. So this is kind of slightly disappointing. It does have some similar keywords. It does have some questions. But for a keyword that I think would be quite a big one in my opinion, the fact that it doesn't really show anything at all is very disappointing. So yeah, Spyfu didn't really impress me there. Whereas on the KWFinder side, it's got a full set of results. It says, why does my dog smell? Keyword difficulty of 24. Domain authority, you can see why there's a few sites in here that are quite low domain authority. And from what I've seen in the past, all of these are pretty much on point. So yeah, a 24. It's not very easy to rank, but I can see that you should have some chance of ranking for this. So yeah, Spyfu is not really doing that well, is it, so far, frankly? So the last one, best blenders for seniors. Let's hope they pull it out of the fire here with the last one. Okay. Best blenders for seniors. Let's get that searched up on both of them. And again, 0. The difficulty is 0 and there's no SERP results. Yeah, this is not looking very good for Spyfu. I mean, I suppose if you are only going for major things, I wonder, without the question mark then. No, even without the question mark, I clicked on that. It still doesn't have any SERP results. It still has a difficulty of 0, but it's basically because it doesn't have enough information. So again, very disappointing that they don't have any keyword competition score, whereas on KWFinder it has a full set of results. Best blender for seniors, if I can speak, that would be great. Keyword difficulty of 12, and like we've seen so many times, actually it's quite interesting because on this result, it used to be this result here, the best blender 1 Wix site. This is just a Wix site, and it's got a really bad URL, and it's got a domain rating of 9. That's actually ranked above these other ones like New York Times, New York Mag, and Good Housekeeping, simply because these articles are not on point. These are only talking about general blender reviews, whereas this one is actually talking about blenders for the elderly. So you can see why from that result why it's a difficulty score of 12, that even for a new website, even a Wix site, is able to rank in the top 10 for this term. Okay, so that, I believe, is all of my keywords. I think it's quite obvious that KWFinder has come out of that way ahead of Spyfu. To be fair, Spyfu has a lot of other very good features, but the main thing I'm trying to look at in this video is only purely for the keyword difficulty score. So if that's something that interests you, I wouldn't really recommend that you use that on Spyfu. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. Like I said earlier, I'll leave links for both of these tools in the description so that you can try them out and test them for yourself.